Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox coming to you today. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about. Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk. Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about. Why I can't get this out today? Y'all, I snuck and had me some coffee. I'm sorry. I'm trying, but I had to have it today because I didn't sleep well last night. And yeah, if I didn't have coffee today, then I would be real low. Y'all work with me. I got a lot of serious subjects to talk about today, so Lord, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. So let me try it one more again. Hey, everybody, it's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. Hey, everybody, it's Rox. Guess what I got? A little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. Alright, you guys. So yeah, we got a lot of serious subjects to talk about. And I'm just going to get started with what we all know that everybody is talking about in the United States. And that is the George Zimmerman case, the Trayvon Martin case, whatever you want to call it. And for those of you guys who have been living under a rock, we all know that Trayvon Martin was the 17-year-old kid that was shot and killed as he walked through a neighborhood because the gentleman in question, George Zimmerman, felt that he was a threat, basically followed him, accosted him, and shot him dead. Florida has a very flawed law, stand your ground law, where if you feel that you're being threatened, then you are able to protect yourself. And in this case, it was with a gun. George Zimmerman killed this boy, and this boy was not armed. He was not a threat. He wasn't doing anything other than walking through the neighborhood to his father's home. I've done a video about Trayvon Martin, and I actually said that I was never going to do another video about it because it's just a case that really bothers me. However, I cannot be a responsible vlogger and not talk about what has been going on in the case thus far. So yesterday, Rachel Jonquil, whatever her name is. She is the girl who was the last person who was speaking to Trayvon Martin at the time that he was confronted by George Zimmerman and, you know, everything else that happened. When the case originally happened, we all knew of this girl. We didn't know her name, but we knew that she was a 16-year-old friend of Trayvon Martin's, that he was on the phone with her at the time, and that she heard all of the scuffle and everything that happened. Fast forward to the case now, we now find out that she's not 16 years old, that she is actually 22 years old, and there's a little bit of issues with Miss Rachel. You know, for lack of better words, you guys, Rachel is not what I would say is our ideal witness. First of all, let me just say that I was a psychology major when I was in college, and a lot of ways that I work is that instead of me just judging a person from how they act, a lot of the times I will look further and try to understand why they act the way that they do. Now, when we talk about Rachel, I'm just going to go on and admit it. She's not the best witness, okay? She is not an ideal witness. When you actually look at her on the stand, she actually almost comes off as a hostile witness. We know from the top, we know from the gate that Rachel did not want to be involved in this case. She lied about her age because obviously somebody told her that as a minor they cannot make her testify. Common sense would tell anybody that they can check your age, so you telling somebody that you're 16 years old is not going to last. So that's the first problem. And there's just a lot of inconsistencies, you know, within Rachel. I think when I look at her, I see somebody that's of a lower socioeconomic status. I see somebody that is obviously uneducated, someone who probably, I think we could say, might even be developmentally delayed. They did say that she was 19 years old when she was in the 11th grade. I mean, clearly there are some issues there. She uses a lot of slang. She, you know, on top of her having, you know, a southern accent, you know, she kind of slurs her words. It's hard to understand her. It's just a whole bunch of shit with Miss Rachel. I'd see that she has always stuck with the general story. She's always stuck with her general story of what happened. However, all of her, what is the word I'm trying to find? All of this other extenuating circumstances, if I'm using the legal term correctly, is problematic. Okay, it's problematic only because there are people that will associate Rachel with somebody who is hood, somebody who's a thug, and basically if you're not careful, you will probably feel that Trayvon Martin is that same type of person. Fact of the matter is, like I heard Jeff Johnson say this morning, it is not a crime to be hood. It's not a crime to be hood or ghetto, okay? I know plenty of ghetto and hood people who stay firmly within the law, okay? Who stay firmly within the I won't say firmly. You know what I mean. I mean, you know, I know some ghetto and hood people. I have ghetto and hood people in my family that have never been in trouble. It's just kind of how it is, okay? I'm not trying to make excuses for the girl, but we also have to remember that, you know, people are less privileged, okay, and don't have access to, you know, a lot of the things that we consider basics. Some people just don't have it. It could be because it could be their fault, or it could be the system's fault. It could be a little bit of everything. So I'm just saying that I look at all of these things, and I just really hope that the jury that is being presented with all of this information will remember that Trayvon Martin, well, I just get like emotional because you guys, when I looked at the picture, when they showed the boy just laid out dead on the ground, now I really didn't even want to see it. I actually accidentally saw it, but it was just so upsetting to me. And then to see the father just having to sit there, watch that, you know, hear his last words. I mean, clearly the boy was scared. You know, he said that it was a creepy cracker or somebody following. I mean, just, oh, it's just so emotional, and I hate when I get like this. But I really hope that the jury is able to, let me get it together for a second. With all the other bullshit that's going on in this case, like I said, Rachel is a problem. However, the prosecutors had to put her on the stand because she was the last person that talked to him and kind of heard the things that went on, and she can really kind of give us a spotlight into what were like the last few minutes of this boy's life. But I know that the prosecution are not happy with having to put her up there. She gets frustrated easily. She, you know, there's almost like a language barrier. I know that the defense plays it up and acts confused. Kind of, you know, some of the things that they were saying to her, sometimes it was even hard for me to follow. However, I know that if I was a defense attorney, I would be going out of my way to get this type of witness to look just as bad as possible. So I'm not faulting the defense for what they're doing, but I'm just saying that I hope that the jurors are smart enough to remember what the general basis of this case is, which was a boy was walking through a neighborhood unarmed, not doing anything, and this man came up to him and killed him. A boy is dead. If anything, he should get some sort of something for the fact that you've killed somebody. I mean, can you just go around and kill somebody and get off with it? Yes, we have seen it happen, and that's what makes me even mostly nervous about this case. I look at this case, even though the analysts and things yesterday on TV was still saying that they feel like the prosecutors are kind of, you know, winning as far as, you know, if they were to gauge it from right now. It just makes me nervous. I didn't have a sure footing when, you know, after Rachel had spoken, and only because I know how people can be, okay? And I know how people can be biased, and I know how people can not look at everything and kind of see everything as surface. Okay, this girl is hood, she's black, she can't read, you know, she's getting frustrated, we can barely understand her, she must be ignorant, she must be, you know, somebody that's going to start trouble, she must hang with people that's going to start trouble, and that must be what Trayvon Martin was. Okay, so that's what frustrates me. I don't want to get into no whole long thing about this. I just want you guys to tell me what you feel about the Trayvon Martin case thus far. If you feel that George Zimmerman will win the case, or if you feel that Trayvon Martin will get some sort of justice post-mortem. Okay, so just leave your comments below. You guys know how I feel about Rude, and, you know, I mean, we don't have to agree. I don't really care if you agree with me or not, but I just really don't want it to be no whole bunch of foolishness in my comments. I will delete you and I'll block you, okay? But yeah, leave your comments below about how you feel about this case thus far. Alright, you guys, on a little bit of a lighter level, let's talk about Proposition 8 and DOMA, or what's known as the Defense of Marriage Act. It was turned over in California, the right for gays to be legally married, for it to be recognized, and for that, and for survivors of gay marriages to be able to collect Social Security benefits, FMLA, and immigration rights. I guess in 1996 there was a federal law that blocked gay marriage, and they have been fighting to get this thing overturned. I have not really been following it that much. I just think that I don't have a problem with gay marriage, okay? I don't have a problem with gay relationships. I feel like everybody has a right to be happy in their relationship. I understand that there is the church and the belief that a marital union is between man and wife, and I respect that as well. Okay, so, you know, whatever people feel about it, I mean, I can see both sides. Okay, it is really something that you have to really sit down and get with yourself to understand that now we have rights, you know, with man and man, or woman and woman. But I don't care. Okay, what the fact of the matter is if you want to get married and you're gay, you're going off to California and it'll be legally recognized. Okay, I just think it's funny that everybody wants to get married anyway. Fuck, after you've been married for a little while, you're gonna be like, what the hell was I rushing into this for? I'm just kidding, you guys. Marriage is a great thing. I totally believe in marriages, straight or gay. I just think that everybody needs to be happy. The law goes into effect in 30 days. Congratulations to the LGBT community. This was a very large step for them, and we'll see if other states will follow in these same footsteps. You guys leave your comments below again on what you feel. Again, the disclaimer, ignorant will get your ass blocked. Let's talk about your girl Paula Deen. Y'all, poor Paula Deen. That Paula Deen has had the most fucked up last 15 days than anybody I know. And I know she didn't see it coming. I don't think any of us saw it coming. But I know that when she was being deposed, am I saying the word right? See, I'm telling you, I be trying to use them right words, and I be like, when I read it, when I see back on the video, I be like, girl, that was not the way to say it. In her deposition. And they were asking her questions, and she was very matter of fact in her answers. So yeah, I used the word nigga and this, that, and the other. I think that has been Paula Deen's downfall. It was the fact that she seemed insensitive. I think that if she would have approached those questions with a little bit of, if she would have felt some empathy, if she would have felt some kind of way about what she said, if she would have been ashamed, if she would have been sorry, if she would have been regretful, I think maybe people wouldn't have been so off-put by what she said. Okay, because the fact of the matter is that we have all said things racially insensitive things. We've said inappropriate things sexually about different religions, about different, you know, we've all done that. Most of us know that we shouldn't, okay? And we have sense enough to really not make people live by those, you know, by the jokes and all of that. We just, you know, I'm not trying to excuse it. The shit is wrong. If you do it, it's wrong, okay? But I think that the fact that she was just sort of like, yeah, I said it. Yeah, you know, it just made everybody kind of be like, oh, if you're going to be like that, you don't even care. You don't even notice even now that it's a problem. Then that's why she has found herself in the place that she's in now. So she has 17 major endorsements, and they are crumbling away one by one. First of all, you guys, she was a major endorser for the diabetes drug. I can't remember the name of the diabetes drug, but you know, everybody knew that she was a major endorser for them. They have dropped her. She was just dropped by Walmart, which is a humongous endorsement. You guys know how large Walmart, the Walmart Corporation, is, and yeah, she's lost them. She lost her endorsement from Smithfield Foods, which is like the Smith's grocery stores. They were one of the largest pork producers that was based here in the United States, I think in Virginia. They were just recently sold to a Chinese distributor or whatever it's called for like some crazy amount, $4.72 billion. Okay, so that was a very big endorsement for her. Caesars Entertainment, which is the casinos that own like Caesars Palace and a lot of the high-end you know, 4- and 5-star casinos around the world, they have pulled their endorsement of her. There's a major ham company, I don't know the name of it, they have also pulled away. I mean, everybody has been pulling away one by one from Paula Deen, and I know she didn't see it coming. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't get on this whole nigga thing, okay? You guys know that I use the word quite a bit. I have told you guys how I felt about the word. I have told you white folks quite a few times that you cannot use the word, okay? And you guys just gonna believe me one day. Something about white people using that word that totally change the connotation, okay? And whether it's right or wrong, that's what it is, okay? And kind of that's how I feel about it. I am understanding the fact that the word nigga really does bother a lot of people. The fact that somebody black would even say it. I don't have that conviction. I don't feel that way. However, I understand that other people feel that way. It's just such an interesting word that I think that only black people, and I know some of you guys are going to fuss at me about this, but I really think that only black people, now I don't even know how I'm trying to say this. Only black people, kind of get a pass on saying. Okay, now, and I'm trying to tell y'all, I know that shit is wrong. Okay, I already know it. Don't be down there telling me, because I already know. However, I still use it. God ain't finished with me yet. Maybe sometime in the future, I might stop saying it. Paula Deen and her recent troubles that she's found herself in is very unfortunate. You know how these things go. Once one thing starts to happen, it's like the whole house of cards just come tumbling down, and that's where Paula Deen is now. Do I feel like she eventually will land on her feet? Yes, I do. I feel that after all this shit happens, after everybody pulls out, after we let the shit die down, after we get the heat off of Paula Deen, then slowly but surely Paula Deen will have a comeback. It might not be to the level that she is today, because we've seen it happen with Don Imus. We've seen it happen with Dog, the bounty hunter. We've seen it happen with all these people. I think that Paula Deen will have that same sort of outcome. It's just crazy to see. Like, every day that woman looks so damn stressed out. Like, her hair is all fucked up. You know, she always look like she got a black hairstylist, okay? Because that should be, real whipped up at the top and feathered and coming back around here. And she been looking stressed out. She looked like she's aged a lot. I mean, I know she can't even figure out what the fuck she did wrong, but I bet you she gonna figure it out real soon. I just want to tell you guys about the damn hashtags that was going crazy on Twitter. And they all had these different hashtags of menu creation. So I'm just gonna read a couple of them off to you. Let me get my phone. Hashtag Paula's Porch Monkey Punch. Hashtag Jigaboo Shrimp. Hashtag Clan Chowder. Hashtag Lynchables. Hashtag Kunta Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's a hashtag Separate But Equal Sugar Substitute. Hashtag EBT. Y'all get it? EBTEA. Hashtag Lego My Negro Waffles. Hashtag Some of My Best Friends are Black Eyed Peas. Hashtag Niggas in the Blanket. Hashtag Wade in the Watermelon. Hashtag Don't Know Nothing About Birthing a Baby Carrots. And hashtag Letters from a Birmingham Jail. Y'all, that shit is so ignorant. BET Awards that will be airing on June 30th. That is this coming Sunday. It will be hosted by Chris Tucker, and I'm worried about that. Okay, y'all, I'm just gonna say it. I'm worried about it. I know that Chris Tucker used to be real funny back in the day, but he ain't been out in some time. I just need to know for a fact that he gonna be able to carry these niggas, because I'd be so uncomfortable when I have to watch a opening, you know how they have a whole little opening 10 minutes of comedy. The shit ain't funny to me. If it makes me uncomfortable, I'm gonna change the channel. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to watch that. I don't want to be embarrassed for him, okay? We are really expecting a lot out of Chris Tucker, and I'm just hoping that he can carry it off, okay? I'm hoping he can pull it off. Y'all know how I feel about Chris Tucker, nigga. Get your ass back on that damn Friday movie is what the hell I'm trying to say. But anyway, is anybody looking forward to the BET Awards? I do plan on reviewing it. You guys know I love reviewing BET Awards. That is like one of my favorite things to review, because it be so much niggatry going on that I can't resist. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They have a lot of people that are scheduled to perform. I believe they said Nicki Minaj, Mariah Carey, Miguel, Chris Brown, Erykah Badu. We got the cute little girl, what's her name, with talking about the tightrope. What's the girl name? Always got a tuxedo, some shit on with the big bouffant hair. Y'all know who I'm talking about, don't you? What is her name? Janelle Monáe, cute girl from out of Atlanta, who should be way more successful than she is. She's very talented. But anyway, we got India Arie, we got your boy Snoop Lion, also known as Snoop Dogg, and some other people. Stevie Wonder, y'all, we gonna have to sit and suffer through Stevie Wonder. Listen, I like Stevie Wonder just as much as the next person, okay? But Stevie Wonder always want to fucking change up the lyrics, and then he want us to sing it. You know, he come up and he sing up a whole new verse, and then he be like, y'all sing it, and then we don't be knowing what he trying to say, and then he start doing it again, and then we be confused, and then he get to scatting and changing it up and doing his runs, and he want everybody else to do it, and the shit lasts for 20 minutes. I be like, all right, Stevie, I'm gonna need the man to come get Stevie, the one that come and pat him on the shoulder and be like, hold on to me. Yeah, y'all get Stevie. I'm just really hopeful that Stevie's situation up here is correct, okay? Because who's fucking around with them braids? Why do they keep on letting Stevie come up in them braids that's starting back here? Come on, y'all, just shave it off. He ain't gonna know no difference anyway. I know. I love Stevie, y'all. I do. But yeah, we got a lot of people. I think T.I. and Robin Thicke and some other people. So yeah, JT. Looking forward to Justin Timberlake, y'all. That is my white boy crush for real. I want JT to sing to me. That's what I want. I'm looking forward to it. You guys make sure that you check it out on this Sunday. I don't even know who the nominees are. You know how these damn award ceremonies go. It'd be about 4 nominees that they show, and the rest of it be entertainment. That's why I really like BET Awards, because, like I said, niggatry. Check back here next week. I'll have it all up for you, all real nice and pretty in the video. Alright, you guys, and since we're talking about music and all, let's talk about the billboards and, you know, how everybody fared their opening week last week. There were 3 artists that did have new albums drop that, you know, everybody was anticipating. One was Kanye West, the other was J. Cole, and for you Destiny Child fans, Kelly Rowland's much anticipated album was on its way as well. This is how everybody landed. The fight between J. Cole and Kanye West was on, okay, because they're both rappers, you know, and pretty much known, and very well known. Well, Kanye West is very well known, and J. Cole is, you know, he's getting there. Kanye West did come out with the #1 spot. He sold 328,000 units. J. Cole was right behind him at 297,000 units. To me, it's just so interesting to me how these sales are so low, okay? Because back in the day, you know, you wanted to open with million sales, and it just doesn't happen anymore. Kanye West has made it much easier for the bootleggers, okay, because the shit ain't even got a damn jacket, okay? So, you know, one of the homies right over here in the Wayfield parking lot, they could just be like, hey, I got that new Kanye West, you know, and all they got to do is put it in the damn CDK. You wouldn't even know, y'all. And I think that that's a positive for J. Cole, because the fact that he was right behind Kanye West, you know, that, you know, maybe he is some sort of competition. I think the kid is really a good rapper, and I hope that he stays that way and don't, you know, how I felt that same way about Drake, and, you know, Drake is, yeah. Kelly Rowland, your girl Kelly Rowland, she sold 68,000 units. Okay, and people are saying that that's decent. I don't really think that's decent. I personally really love Kelly Rowland. Okay, I think that she's a talented girl, and I think that she's a beautiful girl. I think that her music is very juvenile. They're not giving her the material that will push her further. I mean, we got a song about kisses down low, okay, you guys, and yeah, I like a good sex song as much as anybody else. However, it's not nothing that I'm gonna buy. It's nothing that I'm gonna keep playing in my radio. Not as a grown person. I think after a while, you just need to be able to sing about some shit that's more mature. I really do want Kelly Rowland to win. I'm not going to buy the album. You guys can tell me about how good the album is, because I don't like the Kisses Down Low song, and I don't like, you know, not that I don't like the Dirty Laundry song, but I don't think that that's nothing else that I feel like hearing. When I hear it on the radio, I turn, because I'm just like, ain't nobody feel like hearing about you getting your ass beat and how you feel, you know, just... Did any of you guys buy any of the damn albums? If y'all did, let me know how you think about any of them down below. Alright, you guys, we're gonna kind of bunch all this together and just do television talk today, okay? First thing I want to talk about is Catfish. Did you guys watch the season 2 premiere of Catfish on MTV the other day? Yeah, I'm just trying to understand this phenomenon of catfishing, okay? Now, it was a girl on there, I don't remember her name. She was, you know, she was really reeling from the sudden death of her father. Her father was killed in Haiti. After he was killed, this girl became, you know, she became very promiscuous. She was drinking a lot, smoking a lot, partying a lot, just really not caring about anything. Then she met this guy online, and he was a cute black guy with blue eyes and everything. He reached out to her on Facebook, and they began a relationship online. It went on for 3 years. She fell in love with him. Y'all know how it goes. She asked him to marry him. He said yes. And all this crazy foolishness. Okay, now she ain't never met him. Ain't tried to research him. Tried to look back on his past. None of this. He supposedly was supposedly was like a producer and a rapper and all that. Y'all, just some foolishness. So anyway, she calls the catfish people because now she's like wanting to know about him. Okay, still ain't tried to find out on her own, but we gonna get on this show and talk about it. So they look into it. Of course, he's not who he's supposed to be. In the show, we find out that she has this best friend, this Hispanic girl, and you know, they're like ace boom coons. They hang out together and they love each other and this and that and the other. Y'all, to make a long story short, the fucking catfish was the best friend. The best friend had created this account, created this whole other person, stole the pictures from, y'all know how it goes, stole the pictures from this, you know, this kid who was actually a model or something like that. Sent this girl going on 6 pictures now. Okay, for 3 years, she only had 6 pictures of the guy, had never seen him, never video chatted with him, nothing. What is fucking wrong with everybody? Is we that lonely that we just get onto a damn online site and just feel like we... Oh, it's so sad. I don't even know if it's just young people. I think it's a whole lot of people in the world that has put so much trust in the social media, you guys. And the social world is not real. This is not what it is. You guys know me on YouTube, but you don't know me. Okay, you don't know what I do when I get off of here other than what I tell you guys. And I don't understand why people think that everybody is in full disclosure when you meet somebody on fucking online, especially when you don't even see them or meet them and none of that. So like I said, it was the best friend that actually had created this account, and this girl's world was crushed. Okay, she just really couldn't understand, and the best friend was like, I did it because she was so out of control and I wanted her to change, and she was going downhill. She was about to lose her scholarship and she was about to lose everything, and me and her mother tried to talk to her and get her to stop, and she wouldn't. So I came up with this and it worked. She started to change and become a better person, and you know, was so concentrated on this one person that she didn't even think about anybody else, and it was perfect. It was the best friend and the best friend's cousin. Now, what I want to say is the best friend's cousin, he was the boy that supposedly was really doing all the messaging back and forth with this black girl. I thought that the cousin liked her. Okay, the cousin was like, when she was just like, she was talking to him and she was just like, well, was it real for you? And he was like, it felt real for me. And you know, and he was just like, I really wish that it was. Like, I really felt like he liked her. But you guys, they focus so much on the fact that the best friend had created this account and was behind this whole thing that they didn't even explore that whole thing. Did you guys watch it? Did you feel like the cousin did like her? I just think that maybe she wasn't interested in the cousin, and that was obvious because when she found out that the cousin looked like Jesus, he was real, you know, he was thin and he kind of had his long black hair, and you know, the pictures that she had in her mind, I mean, this kid was like a, you know, he was a light-skinned black guy. He had almost blue eyes. He had, like, of course, the best chest. He had the Trey Songz tattoo on his chest and all of that, you know. So yeah, her whole thing was shattered. But yeah, the bigger question for me is, why do people put so much trust in social media? If y'all saw the show, then let me know what you think. If you haven't seen the show, you guys try to catch it. Even though I done told y'all all of it, just try to catch it so you can get the whole gist of what I'm talking about. It is some foolishness, that catfish, ain't it? A little bit of talk about Love and Hip Hop ATL, and really for the most part just about Kirk and Rashida. You still go back and forth about whether or not them two are acting or not. I really don't think that they're acting, okay? I just think that, you know, it's a whole bunch of craziness, a little bit of ignorance mixed in, and you know, people who want to go off on you in public. I mean, it's a whole lot of that going on. So, like on Sunday, Rashida had put on Instagram, she was just like, Kirk Frost, okay, whatever his Instagram name is. You see your son trying to call you. Okay, if you are not busy enough where you can be on Instagram, then you should be not too busy to answer your child's phone call. He is trying to call you. He's waiting on you. Don't you see he's calling? And you know, I'm paraphrasing, that ain't exactly what the word, but that was the gist of the shit. She, you know, it's just like she putting all that shit out in the world today. She even put on Instagram how she was laughing at the fact that the hot fire coming out my asshole line, that made it to the E Network's Talk Soup. And she was just like, ha ha ha, Kirk Frost, look at how what I did was able to make it to Talk Soup. Have you ever done anything like that where I got that kind of recognition? Y'all, I'm just telling you, if they acting, it's so much that they are just putting their business on blast that it would be foolish to me, okay? I know some ignorant people like this. It is folks who will put all their shit on blast, okay? Because they so mad that they can't see the forest for the trees. They just gonna say what they gonna say and let that be that. There is an article on ybf.com where they interview Kirk Frost and ask him some questions about their relationship. And you guys, the interview is really stupid, okay? Kirk Frost is retarded, and I'm gonna stick by that. He really, honestly, something is wrong with Kirk Frost. Now, I get the fact that he's so disgusted with everything in his marriage that he doesn't really care. However, to me, if you're going to break up, you just kind of try to make it as least painful for everybody and go on along your way. To drag Rashida and your relationship and your family, your child, your children through this is just, it's unfortunate. It's crazy to me. You know, they ask him why did he think that she was cheating, and he was just like, well, I mean, I don't know what she does. I don't think she is, but then again, she's a rapper, and you know, I see how rappers are today. I'm in the entertainment field, and I see that, you know, a lot of people approach her and want to talk to her. They want to know if she's still married. They send her gifts. They send her bags and all of this, and I don't know if she's acted on it. Nobody knows if your spouse has acted on anything. It's called trusting your spouse, okay? People will always try. People try. But it's still up to the person that they're approaching not to act on it. That's what the fucking marriage is. Either you're gonna do it or you're not, okay? And you have to trust that your spouse is not gonna do some shit like that and go about your business. Hell, if you're gonna be worried all the time that your spouse is doing some shit, then that's gonna keep this cloud on your relationship. They ask him if he is doing anything, and he just kind of gives this answer like that remains to be seen. I don't know if it's some shit that's gonna happen on the show that he can't talk about or what, but he's just like, we're still married, he says we're still man and wife for now, okay? So it sounds like he's just trying to be very technical on the fact that yes, we are man and wife, however, we're not together anymore. And you know, he wants to have the baby now. He does regret saying that she should have an abortion, but y'all, I'm telling you, I don't know what to say about that fucking Kirk. He is really retarded. Alright, you guys, that's it. I did pretty good today, okay? I didn't get all out of pocket and everything. I tried to keep that shit real level and low. I want to say real fast, a really big thank you to B Bondi 1, Bondi Blue. Brittany, you guys all know who she is. She has sent a lot of subscribers my way due to the Love and Hip Hop ATL videos, and I'm welcoming everybody, all my new viewers, and also thanking Bondi for, you know, what she's done. I like the fact that as a YouTube family, me, Bondi Blue, Ashley Miller, Mr. Still Standing, Closet Freak, you know, I'm the realist. All of us still have a family. We have not had any drama, and I really do like my friendship, even though it's virtual, even though it's through through social media that I just went on and on about with you guys about. I really do like the fact that we support each other. What I want to say real fast is I don't like when people come onto my channel and talk about them in particular, but I don't like when people come onto my channel and talk about any YouTuber. First of all, I don't need that kind of drama in my life, okay? I'm just trying to do what I do here, and it's fine if you don't like me as much as you like somebody else. It's fine if you like me more than you like somebody else. I don't want to hear about it, okay? I just want you to tell me how you feel about me, and then we can go on from there, okay? I don't want to hear negative things about anybody, because I don't want to be put in a position where that other person feels like I'm co-signing. Whether or not I might miss the comment, I might not see it. You guys, I get hundreds and hundreds of comments a day. Whatever the case is, I just don't like that, okay? It's just not the place on my channel. So I'm asking you guys not to do that. And I'm also asking, and I'm also just saying that I really do enjoy my YouTube family. So that's it. We do this every week. Okay, so you guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and y'all make sure that you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.